This is the Georgian Dragon in Clay next to the sea. It's one of my favourite pubs on the Norfolk coastline. Whenever Catherine and I head up this way, we always nip in there for a pint. Do you reckon it's too early? I think we've got to crack some miles out first before we think about a pint. We did not expect to see you so soon.
It's because I've got Nan.
You not had your coffee yet?
She's an absolute Jonah.
I thought we were nearly there.
I saw the car and I was like, no way. That's the first couple of miles cracked out. Everything's sitting really comfy, feet feeling good, legs are good. I didn't bring my microphone as well, by the way. So if the audio's a little funny, then that's the reason why. If you look in the background there, you can see my weekend house. Morning.
Let's smell your aftershave.
Nah, they don't like us. See you then. Shout out Joe Beckett. Woo. We're about 11 miles in now. We've got another 10 to push to the camp spot tonight. Still feeling good?
Yeah, good. All
Still
good.
feeling good. Let's keep going. Respect, lads. Any Americans watching, you recognise the old red telephone boxes, but most of them now, they've got defibrillators in, because no one uses the phones anymore. Pretty good idea. Queen's Head. We've still got 7 miles till we can have a beer though.
Hey.
We've still got 7 miles till we can have a beer. Although right at the start of the walk, someone clocked us and gave us a bag of Haribo and a tin of Faith, which was really nice. So if you're watching, thank you very much, Connie. Really appreciated. We're on about 20 miles now. Got a mile and a half until we get to the place that we're kipping tonight. There's a guy at work, Mark. He's letting us put the tent up in his front garden, which is awesome. Saves us trying to find a spot. We're gonna go to the pub for dinner, have a couple of beers, rest the feet up, get some maintenance done on them, and then get a good night's kip. So the village we're staying in. Nearly there. I've been waiting for this moment all day. I've got my new Rab hut slippers on. I've got my Rab jacket on. We've got a nice fire on the go. We're having a couple of beers. I want to give a quick shout out to Mark. Thank you so much for letting us use your garden. The other 6 nights I'll be doing after this is going to be completely wild. It's going to be wherever I pitch up, I'm going to camp. But because I'm with my dad and we wanted to have a good time and just stress free, Mark kindly offered to let us kip in his garden. He was on the route anyway, and he's proper squared us away with a nice little fire pit, water on tap. We had a nice little whiskey earlier, and yeah, thank you very much, man, really appreciate it. Oh, thanks to Connie again. We're drinking your Northern Monk, mate, on night 1. We're sharing the Lanshan 2, which I was very kindly sent by Camper Lists. Plenty of space for 2 in there. Just going to spend the rest of the evening chilling, enjoy a couple of beers, and then get a well-earned rest. So I'll probably see you in the morning. Good morning. Just packed up the tent, got ourselves squared away. Everything's sweet. What else do we do? That's it. Time to crack on to Dereham. I think we're going to get some breakfast and then head to Watton, which is 13 miles away where Dad's car is. So let's get cracking.
Jeez.
So we've just walked through Dereham town, just had a little pit stop, had a nice coffee and a fry up, courtesy of Dad, thank you very much. So we've got 11 miles to Watton now, which is where Dad's car is, and that's where he'll be leaving me. And then I'll be pushing on to Thetford, and then I'll find a place to camp somewhere in the forest tonight. Feeling good, feet are a little sore, got a couple of blisters, but nothing that's going to stop me. Just got to keep pushing on.
Is that the King's Winter Norwich order?
Yeah. Woo! Shipton Church. We've just gone through Shipton. We're about 2.5 miles until we get to Watton. We're now walking up a long straight that seems like it goes on forever. Woo! Just keep going, mate. Just keep walking. Norfolk! Well, my dad's just gone now. Thanks again for everything, Dad. Cheers for coming along and showing support and keeping me motivated for the first 30 odd miles. But time's ticking, I need to be cracking on. I've got another 8 miles to get done before it gets dark. So I really need to push on. I'm going to be staying in a little hut tonight on a nature reserve. That's the plan anyway, that's where I want to get to. Get out of this rain, hang my tent up and dry it from last night, sort my feet out, get some food in me and get an early night. But I'm going to crack some miles out and I'll speak to you in a little bit. Hey, well, I've cracked out another 3.5 miles. I've just pulled into this little bit of strip wood just to try and take a little refuge from the rain. I can't really film much when I'm walking in the rain because the camera's not waterproof and it is coming down. But I'm just going to take 5 minutes and then keep pushing. I've got to keep pushing. I can't wait to get to this hut. I'm really looking forward to it. I don't even need to put the tent up tonight or anything. Hopefully I don't get caught. But if there are people around, then I'm just going to explain the story and what I'm doing. There's no way I'm not staying in there tonight, I guarantee it. Thank you for all the support on Instagram, by the way. It's only a day and a half in and I've had so many messages, words of encouragement, and it's greatly appreciated. Thank you so much. Well, that's another 18 miles ticked off today. I'm going to be honest with you, my feet are absolutely killing. I've got some foot admin to do tonight for sure. So I'm camping inside this little bird watching hut, and there's a lake behind you, which I can't see anything because it's pitch black. From the top of my memory, I thought this place was enclosed. Let me just spin you around. I thought this had a back on it. I thought it was enclosed. I thought it was a little bigger. But I'm just going to put my roll mat down there and I'm just going to kip there. You can see by the floor, the rain has got it wet in here. But over there looked like a dry patch. Unless we get sideways rain, we should be alright. So I'm going to get on my bed squared away, sort my feet out, and then we'll have a little chat. That's the bag empty, got a Red Bull for the morning. I know it's naughty, but bit of morale never goes amiss. And I've got a bag of Haribo for tonight. Get my sleeping bag out, let that puff up a little bit. Packs down tiny, doesn't it? The main road that I drive to work on is only 300 metres over there. And we want to hope I do stay dry because I don't have a bivvy bag. I bought a Thermarest compressible pillow for this trip. That's why I brought the Rab slippers. They're not the hut slippers, I can't remember what the name is, I'll have to look it up. But they're the ones that go higher than your ankles. But yeah, I've got this, which my friend Elliot recommended. the longer you leave it, the more puffed up it goes. And it's got mushrooms on there, which is pretty cool. So I'll let that puff up a bit. Oh, look at it, it looks well comfy. Alright, I don't have as much room as I would have liked, but I can definitely get a good night's sleep there. I've slept in much worse places. Got my rab jacket to go on, and thinking about putting these rab slippers on keeps me going, because they're just so comfy at the end of a walk to put on, rest your feet. I've got some Scholl athlete's foot spray, I've got zinc tape, I've got Compeed, all the stuff you need for your feet. I've got some powder as well, rab gloves, electronics. I'm going to charge my phone and stuff tonight. And rather than keeping everything in my bag like I would normally do when I go camping, I just want to be able to access everything right away, rather than having to root through my bag to get stuff. I'm in a fixed location. If anyone does come, I'm going to explain the situation, what I'm doing, and hopefully they'll let me off. So I definitely won't be bugging out in a hurry. I need to stop biting my nails. Because I can't even get the batteries out the head torch. If I need the SE Azula for one thing on this trip, it'll have been worth the carry. I'm going to turn the camera off while I get out my trousers and get my softy trousers on. I'm going to get comfortable. So this morning it took me a couple of miles to get back into the rhythm. I was really stiff this morning, but I loosened up a little bit, and my feet have hurt all day, but I think that's just going to happen. You know, there's trail walking, and then there's doing 20 miles a day on concrete road. It just batters your feet. And I've had my boots for like 11 years. They're tried and tested, but nothing can prepare your feet for doing 20 miles a day on road. It's just how it is. That's why I've brought all the relevant stuff, just look after them as best I can. But the morale's good. There was a little point today when it started hossing it down for like 5 miles where I was a little bit low, naturally, because no one likes being cold and wet with somewhere to be. I pitched up here just as it got dark, so I'm kind of glad I didn't have my tent or anything to put up. I know the area around here. I know the next 3 days really. I don't really have to check the map, so I knew this hut was here. So I thought I'd make my way to here. It's only, as I said, like 300-400 metres off the road. So I did have to bushwhack through some, what do you call it? Some ferns to get here, but job was a good one. And yeah, I am just going to chill for the evening. I feel like an old man. I smashed the target now. We're getting closer to like £3,000. The target was 2,000. So anyone that's donated, you're honestly your legends. So I'll catch you all tomorrow morning, bright and early. I'm going to be getting up about 5:30, get some admin squared away, strap my feet up, and then we'll be straight out of here. Just sitting in my sleeping bag. I've been doing a bit of stretching, massaging my legs a little bit. Morning. Oh, let's have a little look out the window, shall we? Oh yeah, look at that. I was hoping it'd be nice to wake up to, but that's beautiful. There's the road I've got to get to. You see the lights at the back? And then I'm taking a right, walking into Thetford, through Thetford, and then one long straight 12-mile road to get to Bury St Edmunds. My feet and legs feel a little better today. My calves are still a little stiff, but I'm going to do some more stretching this morning. I was nice and toasty. I had my gloves on, my rab jacket and everything, as you saw last night. That kept me nice and warm. I wouldn't use the Nature Hike sleeping bag on its own for the winter anyway. It's just not man enough, but then it's not a 4-season bag. So I'm going to get myself squared away and get on the road. Well, it is cold, everything's frozen, look. I didn't even feel it with all my warm kit on. So that's good news. Such a nice morning. It's crisp, it's cold, but it's not raining. And that'll do for me. I'll take the cold. It's just the rain we don't like. You can see the spot a little better now. I'm going to do a little bit of stretching now, warm them leg muscles up before I head off. Oh, do you know, I'm so happy, man. I'm so happy. It's just a massive sense of adventure for me. I've got an ultimate sense of freedom. There's targets I've got to make by the end of the day, but really, you know, I've got ultimate freedom. I've got nothing I've got to get done, nowhere I've got to be, apart from the end goal obviously, but you know what I mean. Just freedom, kipping out in nature every night, doing something different. Oh, feeling good. Come on, let's crack the day out. It's got to be the nicest bit of the walk so far. I've kept my jacket on until the last moment possible. That'll be coming off, I'm sure, by the time I get to the road, but I want to warm my body up first. All the sheep are staring at me. Bah! 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 That winter crunch of the leaves. What a lovely sound. Welcome to Norfolk. There's a big roundabout coming up and I'm not sure how I'm going to cross it because it's really busy. It's hard to cross this roundabout in a car, so I think I'm going to be waiting a while here. It's a nice little track to cut through Thetford. Keeps you off the roads for a couple of miles. It's so nice to get off the roads and away from the traffic, but you just can't walk a trip like this all on tracks. Unfortunately, you do have to walk down the roads for quite a way. It's nice. It'll take 5 minutes. And then I'll swap my jacket. Oh, that's so good. I want to say a big thank you to Y-Food for sponsoring me loads of drinks and sachets and bars for this trip. It's a ready to drink complete meal. This is the chocolate flavour. It's got 26 vitamins and minerals. So it's not just full of sugar, it's actually got loads of good stuff in there for you. And it really keeps you going. So I'm smashing one of them for breakfast. And because I've got a long day ahead of me, I'm going to smash one of the bars as well, which is salted caramel and chocolate. And it's green on the nutritional scale. And they've sent me some sachets as well. I think there's a discount code. I'll put it down below. They sent me some sachets that you mix with water. Again, it's full of all your vitamins and minerals and stuff. On my left foot I've got a blister that starts in between my big toe and my first toe, right in the gap, and it comes all the way around to the pad. But I've slapped a big bit of Compeed over there, and that's been working a treat this morning. I've got a blister on my little toe, on my right foot. I just put some zinc tape around that. I powdered my feet before bed and cleaned them up and everything last night, and they're feeling good today. Right, I've had my 5 minutes. I'm not going to change my coat yet though, because it is still cold out. And I've cooled down a little bit. I'm going to push on. It's 12 miles to Bury, so I'm going to get that smashed out. I'll be chatting to you along the way. I've got a canoe trip planned with Ben, a little overnighter, after this charity walk on this river. So look out for that video. I remember running up that hill as a kid, and now health and safety say you got to have stairs. I think someone broke their leg, to be fair. Spotted. Oh. There's a village called Ingham, halfway between where I need to be and me. And there's a pub there, so I might get some lunch in there and a quick pint, just to keep me going, you know. Bye Thetford, it was nice seeing you again. Give us a lift, mate. Give us a lift, mate. Sick van life. Nice transit. Oh, it's so nice walking through the heathland. I know I keep saying it's nice getting off the roads, but it really is. You've got to be alert and paying attention all the time when you're walking down the road. You can't just walk with your head down, you know. You've got to look at the traffic, and if people don't see you, you're kind of screwed. It doesn't help that I'm wearing a green jacket as well, I must admit. I'm actually feeling better this morning than I was yesterday. I think it's all that stretching. I kind of half-arsed it on the first night, and I shouldn't have done that. And because I spent some time this morning and last night going through it, it's really benefited me. And the Compeed on my feet, that's just really improved things. My right foot is fine now. There's no pain there at all. My left foot, the Compeed slipped a little bit forward in between my toes, which has actually worked out really well because that's where the start of the blister is. So it's almost like a cushion before the blister. So yeah, it's really good. It's just my calves, man. But that's to be expected, right? I just saw a buzzard scaring off a red kite. I could hear the buzzard screeching, and then the red kite just flew straight across there. About 7 miles in today, and it looks like there's some rain clouds coming in. So I'm going to prep early, so I'm not rushing and flapping when it starts raining. The 3FUL bag, it's not very waterproof, so you really need to use canoe bags, dry liners inside. All my water kit goes in the canoe bag, which is watertight. Skirting the farmers' fields. It's a busy A road this, the Thetford to Bury one. Buckont Road. So I've just got to make it to Bury today. The pace has been that good so far that I only need to hit 14-15 mile a day now. So should be alright really. I've probably got another 5 mile to do today, which should be no bother. I've got a bit of time to have some food and a beer in Ingham. Sorry farmer, but I need to stay safe. I'm going to have a minute in these trees. Looks like a nice little path I can walk down for a bit. Don't know how far. Oh, I'm just going to get out the rain for a couple of minutes and rest my back. I'll take some water on as well. I'm only a couple of 100 metres away from the pub. I'm praying it's open. I really want some food and a beer. Woo! It's just been raining constantly. The spray off the lorries and the cars has got me soaked through. But it's going alright. Yes, the Cadogan! Oh, I've been looking forward to seeing you. I'm in Bury. I've got to push through Bury to the other side. And then Catherine's going to pick me up, take me home to sort my feet out. I'm going to have a shower and charge some batteries. And then she's going to drop me back off at the place she picks me up. I've got a rough idea of a spot in mind. It's just gone 5 o'clock, so I want to be finding somewhere to set up. The place I'm thinking of should be alright for the night. I'll see you when I'm there. I'm pretty done with today now. I'm so sore, I can't wait to stop. I just need to be a little bit further up here on the left. I'll wait for Catherine. Quick turnaround, and then she'll drop me back off in the same place. Cheers for sticking with me on this trip, by the way, guys. You're going to see the ups and the downs. And I'm swapping the tent out for the Basher as well, because I'm a tarp camper through and through, and I just want the Basher, man. It's supposed to be quite windy tonight. It's just so easy, quick to set up. That's what I'm going to roll with for the rest of the trip. A couple of bungees and some pegs, and I'm going to get my bivvy bag as well. Okay, Catherine's just dropped me off into the woods that I want to be in. Let's jump the gap. I've got to try and find a place to get the Basher up. Can't really show you much. I'll see you when it's set up. Just an A-frame with the Basher down to the floor. I'm just off the main track of a country park. I'm going to be up and about before people come to the park, so it should be alright. Shouldn't have any dramas. Somewhere to get my head down. It's supposed to be quite windy tonight, so I've got both sides down. That's a good thing about a Basher. It's just so quick and easy to put up. I'm really not a tent fan, I never have been. And I was humming and hawing about bringing the Basher for like a couple of weeks before the trip. It was only the fact my dad was here on the first day why I brought the tent. And I just had to get the Basher again. Oh, it looks well cool with the lantern on. It's a little bit saggy, but whatever. I just threw it up. Thank you to Flextail Gear for this Max Pump 2 Pro, which I've been using as my lantern. It's a pump as well. It does vacuum and it does blow for air mats and stuff. And you can use it to charge your phone as well, or anything else that you want to use on USB. So it's like a 4-in-1 thing. It's pretty cool. I'm going to love you and leave you for the evening. Catch you in the morning. Morning everyone. Everything's tidied up, kit's packed, good to go. No trace, just my gloves on the tree there. So I'm going to leave part 1 there, guys. Thank you so much for watching the video. I hope you enjoyed part 1. I personally think part 2, the footage just gets a hell of a lot better. So please come back next week and watch a second part. Please donate as well if you haven't already. The link's down below. It really is a worthy cause. Thank you all so much. Peace and love. I'll catch you next week for some more adventure. And I'm only going to put this video into 2 parts, so whatever footage is left, if that's another half-hour video or if it's an hour video, that's what it's going to be. This is going to be the second and final part, so come back. Thanks again. See you soon. Don't forget to subscribe. Yeah!